Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. Need an orthopedist? Go to Brock. Need a roof? Call Parish. Unique physique, unique aesthetics and wellness. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Use the code MAT15, MAT15, MAT15 for 15% off your order. Okay, good morning, y'all. Glad to have everybody with us here. The LSU basketball Tigers lost last night to Mississippi State. That should just about do it. Really disappointing, and I understand most everyone has just like leapfrogged over basketball, where this sort of football Lane Kiffin wave has just carried for 3 months from after BK was fired through the end of the season to pursuing and hiring Kiffin to the early signing period, the transfer portal, all of it. And now we're 2 weeks away from baseball. Opening day for baseball is 2 weeks from tomorrow. And so everybody is just sort of like leapfrog straight to baseball. As a matter of fact, today on Locked On, I dropped my baseball preview episode, which I hope y'all will check out. But and so I get it. A lot of people are just going to leapfrog basketball. There's nothing to. It's like nothing to see here. Just move along. I always maintain it's the biggest missed opportunity on campus. There are programs that athletic departments that are really good at football that invest in basketball and they're good there, and it's way more fun when your team's name is called on Selection Sunday. It just is. But last night losing to Mississippi State is, with everything on the line, inexcusable. So, Verge said in that interview a few weeks ago that they would have to reevaluate everything if this team didn't make the NCAA tournament. And that was in the interview he gave with The Advocate. And this team is not going to make the NCAA tournament. So you're in year 4 under Matt McMahon. I'm not a fire the coach guy. You know that. I don't think it's my job to sit here and advocate for someone to be fired. I do think my job is to give you honest opinions, and my opinion is they're going to fire Matt McMahon. On a personal level, it stinks. I think Matt's a great guy. It's been good to me. Been very generous with his time. It just hasn't worked. And in this year, a year ago, you did not have the roster to compete. A year ago, the SEC was as deep as we have literally ever seen the league. I mean, you had a 6-win team make the NCAA tournament out of the SEC. It's crazy. A year ago. It's a very good league this year. I think Lenardi projected 10 in the tournament from the SEC, which 10 out of 16 is robust. So it's still a very good league. But you made more of an investment in the roster this year, and you're 1-7 in the league, and in a game where you absolutely had to have on your home floor against Mississippi State, which had lost 5 in a row, had a net ranking of 106, and you're a 7.5-point home favorite, and you didn't just lose that game. You got pummeled in that game. One point I glanced up and it was 34-14 in the first half. I'm like, as I was driving home, because the game started at 6 right at my show. I'm driving home and I'm like, what in the world? So it's a no-show on a day where you actually still had a pulse to get in the NCAA tournament, and to just no-show and get pummeled by a bad Mississippi State team like that. Yeah. There's just not enough. Hey. Okay. Okay. There's just not enough. There's just not enough opportunity left. for this team to get it right, even if they did have opportunity. I just don't think it would matter. So a lot of you've been asking, who might they hire, and I don't have that answer for you because I haven't really gone down that road. What I think is pretty clear, though, is that they are going to hire a new coach, and that's not cheap. Remember when you hired Matt McMahon, you had to give him a 7-year deal because he was inheriting a program coming off of with sanctions because of Will Wade. So the only way you were going to get a coach to take that job is if you gave him that type of guarantee. So it's not going to be cheap, but it's likely going to happen now. So what candidates might they be looking at? I'll start to pry around and see what I can find. So, all right, let's say some good mornings. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Thomas, what's going on? Good morning. Day 45. Scott, Leon, Tiger Poppy, Jesse Brown. Good morning, y'all. Craig, good morning. Just about baseball time, man. So I do have my LSU baseball season preview episode live on Locked On LSU. A lot of you have been asking, so went ahead and dropped that. I went through the rotation, bullpen, names to know, roles, how they fit, and then the starting lineup was pretty much set. But what you need to know about some of the newcomers and all that sort of stuff. So it is live, Locked On LSU. And I say often, if you want to watch Locked On LSU on YouTube, that's awesome. I would ask that even if you do watch on YouTube, if you would go subscribe to the audio feed. It's free, by the way. It's like it's just to go to the audio feed script, so it just downloads the episodes. That's a big help because it's what helps promote the podcast platforms, promote the show. Morning, Matt and Drew. Does LSU still have events around the state where you can meet the coaches? They used to do a thing called the Coaches Caravan in July, August, like over the summer. I don't think they've done the Coaches Caravan in a few years. Gordy used to MC that. And so I don't think they've done that in a few years. Hunter, Bubba, Daniel, do you think Lane Kiffin's – what do you think Lane Kiffin's daily hours on his phones are? I don't know. A lot, like all of us. I don't think they'll fire Matt McMahon midseason. I don't know that, Dale. I just I don't know the benefit of doing that. What good is it to do that right now without a ready-made, like, obvious choice as a replacement? Like, when they fired Brian Kelly, again, like that was a really aggressive decision to do that midseason. But you had Frank Wilson, who had been a head coach. I guess in this instance, if you did it midseason, David Patrick would probably step in. David Patrick has been a head coach before, so maybe. I'm looking. He was the head coach at UC Riverside and then the head coach at Sacramento State before he came back here. So, David Patrick could be that answer. I just don't know that I see that happening. Again, but I don't have any insight into it. Hey, Jack. Abner, good morning. Bradley. Hey, Bill, good morning. Bill, Trivia. Tommy, good morning, y'all. LSU, not officially, Billy. Semantics, but sure, like if you're officially in the market for a new coach, that's when you would fire your coach. Then you would officially be. They're not officially. They're unofficially in the market. Likely getting that list together. Hey, Dale. How was the appointment for Drew? Good. So all's good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so Drew had an ear infection and a sinus infection a few weeks back. So we had to put him on an antibiotic to knock that out. So yesterday was the follow-up to make sure the antibiotic worked. And it did. So Drew's really good, shipshape, all the good stuff. So thanks for asking, man. Brian, good morning from Madison, Wisconsin, that town. 2 more Saturdays at the start of the back-to-back championship. A -5 in Madison. Whew. I will not go lake diving. Whew, that sounds brutal. -5. Let's see. Fear the Beard. Good morning. Watched your movie media interview last night. Great message about dedication and consistency. Hopefully someone will follow the lead. Cheers. Thanks for watching, man. Very much appreciate that. Hey, Mike. Let's make LSU basketball great again. Great Locked On episode. You got it, Tiger Poppy. Look, a lot of y'all had asked, man. I'd started getting enough requests from people like, when are you going to do baseball? And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are new to Locked On LSU because they found the show during all the Kiffin stuff, right? And so a lot of people have been asking, hey, do you do LSU baseball also, or are you just LSU football? We're all LSU sports. It's just the last 3 months have been so heavy LSU football.
Real quick, sorry. Check it bad because it's bad. Check the sheet.
Okay. Excuse me. Well, I have Drew's backpack beeping, and I have to go turn off his sound machine. So, I'll finish that thought.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com. Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown. ParishBuilt.com.
This, what that noise was. There's the Bocock box. Okay. Parish Construction and Roofing. Remember, if you need North-Peace, go to Brockton Roof. You call Parish. Unique physique and unique aesthetics and wellness. Remember, they got the GLP-1s. Excuse me. Lowest prices, never any contracts. UniquePhysique.com. Book a session with Crystal Poche. Got pain? She'll help get you out of it. And of course, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Code MAT15. 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 15% off your order. Hey, Corey, good morning. Game was terrible last night. Made Mississippi State look like an all-star team. Brett, good morning. Time for LSU to show it cares about men's basketball. You know, Brett, I don't disagree. However, we'll say kind of did that last year. They had the opportunity because a lot of people after last season wanted to fire Matt McMahon. And the point I made, and I think a lot of people did, and this is what LSU ended up doing, was, look, you can spend the money to buy out Matt McMahon, or you can make that investment into the roster. And you can actually give him a roster capable of winning. And so I think they did the right thing. And so they did make an investment last year into this year's roster. And it's just not good enough. So they've done what they should have done. And they did show they cared and made an investment. But not enough. More to Matt, Fire McMahon, basketball culture is destroyed. Need to restart, new coach. Hey, Ron, good morning. Hey, Bob, good morning, Matt. Watched LSU basketball game last night, which was dismal, especially at home. Do we have any SC caliber players on our roster? Yeah. I mean, DJ Thomas is. I think McKinnon is. And Nwoko played in the SEC at Mississippi State before he transferred here. But he looked awesome in the pre-conference and has not looked awesome against conference play. I mean, it's not good enough. Hey, Brad, good morning. You always say people don't understand media even though they consume media. What do you think is the biggest misconception about it? Pick a number, man. I mean, the hardest thing is, what I talk about often, is differentiating between what's a journalist, what's an opinion maker, what's a news maker, and the different roles people have. Hey, Crystal, good morning. You got it. Thanks for watching or listening. Appreciate it. Patrick, morning, Matt and Drew. Happy Thursday. Another day to be 6 feet above ground. 5'10" for me. Have a great day. Here's one for you, Brad. Back to that question a minute ago. The people who think I work for ESPN, they just have no idea how things are structured because I work for ESPN Baton Rouge. We're branded ESPN Baton Rouge. People think I work for ESPN. They go, just ESPN shills. I'm like, I don't work for ESPN. I work for Guarantee Media in Baton Rouge. I'm quite certain that the higher-ups at ESPN don't even know I exist. Now, I do know Jeff Martindale, who's fantastic. He's the affiliate relations guy for ESPN Radio. But I don't work for ESPN. Never gotten $1 from ESPN in my entire life, ever. Drew's appointment went well. Christian, morning. Ideal replacement for Matt. I don't have a name. So, I mean, your options are you're either going to go the mid-major route again, like you did with your last two hires, with Will Wade, with Matt McMahon, or do you try to go hire an assistant? A hot young assistant. I don't know who that would be. I think you'd probably go more mid-major, but you do that. You do it with mixed results. Hey, Jason, been listening for 10 years. You do an incredible job keeping LSU Nation plugged in. No comparison with the Locked On Peeps, especially the Ole Miss dude that sounds like he has peanut butter in his mouth when he's talking. But I digress. Go Tigers, go Drew. Company who loves my show. Thank you, Jason. That's great, man. I appreciate that very much. Well, I'm always open to conversations about sponsors and endorsement deals. So if you want to shoot me a note, you can DM me or text me on my text line. 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Or you can email Matt at 1045ESPN.com, Matt at 1045ESPN.com. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Morning, Matt. Echo. Y'all hearing an echo? Patrick, LSU used to have aura in basketball. True. They don't anymore. True. Patrick, talented team. Matt McMahon's a bad coach. Brian, would you give Bruce Pearl a call, get him out of retirement? Sure. That you want to talk about injecting life? I would do it. Juan, good morning. Tomorrow night, going to my first Baton Rouge Mardi Gras ball. Got any tips or Rex? Juan, what Mardi Gras ball are you going to? Because tomorrow is KKDL, the Carnival Crew de Louisiane. Man. And I'm actually the Grand Marshal of the KKDL ball tomorrow. which, by the way, I'll share this with y'all. So KKDL is it's a Mardi Gras ball. It's a fundraiser for Mary Bird Perkins for cancer. And so they invited me this year to be the grand marshal. So if you'd like to make a donation to Mary Bird on behalf of KKDL and me, I just shared my link. I mean, it's no obligation, but if you want to make a donation to Mary Bird, I just put the link in the chat. You're more than welcome to contribute. You're asking me if my mic was on. Now I'm wondering, I'm hoping the episode I did, baseball episode, I had my mic on last night. I think I did. I hope I did. I usually check. Dag nabbit. I'll be so disappointed if this is bad audio. Anyway, I'll check later. Yeah. You've heard me say this. This is going to be Jay Johnson's most talented team. I think that audio is good. What is this overtime show I keep hearing about that you do? So nothing. I renamed this channel to Overtime with Matt from just like Matt Moscona. I renamed it to Overtime with Matt Moscona. And my idea was I was going to start doing more, and not just live morning Scone, do videos, which I did during the football season. Because my time to do them was sort of like in the middle of the day around lunchtime. But what I ended up doing, because football became what it became, I ended up doing an extra Locked On. So I was doing the Locked On around lunch and then again at night. So I'll probably get back into doing that again. But it's just the name of this channel. Harlem Berry RB1, I would think so. Bo, good morning. Can't wait for baseball. Jacob, good morning. H-Town Creole, LSU's delusional. I think investing money in the sport automatically means success. I don't know that it means expect you mean a Final Four, H-Town Creole. Like, success doesn't mean Final Four. I think most people would have been content starting with making the tournament. And there was a requisite investment this year that should result in making the NCAA tournament. Like, a year ago, they were about 2.5 in the roster, maybe a little less than that. Like, this year, you basically doubled that number in this roster. You should be an NCAA tournament team. To be blown out on your home floor by Mississippi State is unacceptable. Antonio, Brian, Bailey, they did put money in this basketball roster. That's the point. Tiger Poppy, after that first half, I knew my parlay had no chance. Maybe next time. Club, Chris, any ideas what kind of coach the men's team might try to look for? Nope. Blaine, good morning. Bailey, Woodward hire best in non-revenue sports. Well, I mean, they're all non-revenue sports except for football and basketball. But he did hire Kim. He did hire Jay Johnson. And then McMahon and Brian Kelly, obviously. Thomas, good morning. Just finished today's Locked On. Very excited for baseball. Very good. Thanks for watching or listening. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, do me a favor, please. Because I noticed on YouTube, the Locked On episode last night it's a little slow. Usually it's the audience pace is much more than it is. So if you do me a favor and if you know people that are LSU baseball fans, if you would share that episode with them, I'd greatly appreciate it. The good thing is it's got some evergreen components to it for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully it'll get going a little bit. I got a title to defend, y'all. I mean, Locked On LSU, the number one show in the college network and number 3 overall in the entire. See, now my goal is to go be the number one show in the entire network. I mean, I'm already number 1 in college, number 3 overall for the year. behind Locked On Fantasy Basketball and Locked On Bills, Buffalo Bills. So then it was Locked On. So it was out of 250 shows in the Locked On Network, I was third for the entire year in 2025. So now I got to go beat fantasy basketball and Bills, which I should be able to do, man. Because, like, in respect to those guys, I mean, it's amazing. But fantasy basketball shouldn't exactly be crushing it outside of basketball season, right? So I got 12 months with football, with baseball, with all the calendar around LSU. So anyway, got to get it. Tiger Poppy, good morning. What's the dollar amount basketball? Oh, I got to remind myself. I think it was around $5 million. I think they were in the 2.25 range last year. I think they doubled it this year, if I'm not mistaken. They're not bringing back Will Wade. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you for watching or listening to the baseball episode. I got to get going. Hey, Michael, we're finishing our office extension this morning in the Woodlands. Not going to lie. I might have seen the Paris string up the whole rush. Hey, if you need a roof, remember our office in Austin is now open. I know the Woodlands isn't exactly in Austin. It's north of Houston, but we can do work in Texas now. Did you see Lane and Kevin Smith at Billy's Boot? I did see that yesterday. That's funny. You can't say Brian Kelly never embraced Louisiana. It's just not true. That's such a fallacy. It's a chance. I'm not trying to be argumentative. That's a convenient talking point. It's just not true. Morning. Where do you think you find video from Softball Media Day? Yeah, I'm sure they, either BRZ or AFB were probably there. I'm sure they have it on their YouTube channel. And LSU might have it up on the LSU YouTube channel, as a matter of fact. You look up the LSU Sports YouTube channel, they probably have it up there. Hunter, Jeffrey, good morning. Hey, Robbie, good to see you, man. It was nice to meet you there. Yep, got to meet Robbie at the Guarantee 100 party on Saturday. Always great to see morning sconers out in the wild. So I really sincerely, that was very nice to meet. Very nice meeting you. And whenever I get a chance to meet the folks that I talk to every day here, it's awesome. So thanks for saying hello. Doug, that's a good morning, y'all. Hey, Barry, good morning. Chris Beard, I don't know that Chris Beard's leaving Ole Miss. Dustin, good morning. You ever get details on how much we gave Seton? That money hasn't been public. Yeah, there we go. I'll be there, man. Come say hello. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yep. That's tomorrow. We look forward to it. So anyway, I got to go, y'all, at 7:18. I know I started a few minutes late, but I got to get going so I can get Drew up and get him out of school. So thanks for being here. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. All our sponsors linked in the description on YouTube. Locked on LSU is live. It is a baseball preview. Watch it, listen to it. You'll be the smartest LSU baseball fan around. And we'll see you for AFR 3.